Follow me on Instagram. You'll see that I was test driving an Aventador, and I thought this would be a good opportunity for me to go over how I make decisions on if I should purchase something like this or not. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like my channel so you can stay on top of all the videos I'm posting. I learned something a few years ago when I was learning about a growth mindset that I use a lot now when making these types of decisions. It starts with a very simple question, and that's, who do you want to be in the future? You need to have an insanely clear vision for this to work. So make sure you take time to properly develop what this future you that you want to be is. I mean, super clear. Consider things like, where do you want to live? State, city, country. Where do you want to work? For me, it's how many businesses do I want to own? What industries are those businesses in? How big are they? Every detail. What type of house do you want? What type of cars do you want? Do you want a family? Do you want to be single? Do you want kids? What type of clothes are you going to wear? Can have pets? You also need to figure out, how does this person act? How do they interact with people? How do they schedule their day? How do they spend their time? What's their priority? Family, work, relationship, selfish time. How do they set their priorities to live this perfect life you're developing? The clearer you are about this person, the better understanding you have of what it would take to be that person. The more details, the better. I can't stress that enough. And the answer to become this person you want to be, way easier than you think, and it's a lot harder than you want it to be. You have to live today like that person. You have to develop the habits of that person now. You need to start believing that you're that person. Start believing in the person you're becoming and take action every day. Do not take days off, because every day you take off makes that person one day further away from becoming who you are. Put in the comments what the ideal version of you does and where they live and what they drive. I go over some stuff like this in my book that's available on Amazon and Audible. I'll put the links below. But one of the things I go over that goes along with this is I say there's the easy way and the right way, and they're never the same. And here's a way that I think I can describe what I mean by that. When you're faced with a choice, there's the comfortable, safe decision you can make, and there's the uncomfortable and hard choice to make. You should always go with the uncomfortable, hard decision, because it's going to force you to become a better person and get closer to that person you want to be. The only way to get to be that person you want to be is to put the work in now. It's not a magic trick. It won't happen overnight, but what will happen is one day you're going to wake up and realize you are that person. And even better is the person you want to be is an even better person than you think that person is now. So it's always going to be a higher bar. And that's better because you're just becoming a better and better person that's more successful and living the life you want to live always. To get back to the Aventador and how I make my decisions is I look at that person that I want to be. One, would that person make the decision to buy the car that I'm trying to buy now? I have to look at financials, my monthly payment, as well as my reserve cash and investment and everything else. Would that person I want to be make the choice to buy this car or this house or this watch or this thing that I want to buy? And if that person would break it down and say, yeah, that's a wise decision or that's an okay decision to make, then you can make it. It helps you avoid buyer's remorse, where the next day you're like, I shouldn't have bought it, I don't need it. It's a useful tool for me, and I gave you a long explanation, but it's a useful tool for me is, would that person I want to be make this choice? Will the choice make it harder for me to become that person I want to be? Will it make me take longer to get there? So after considering all of that, looking at how much money they wanted down, how that will leave me financially, monthly payments wise, I've made the decision that I'm going to trade in the Acura NSX, I'm going to trade in the McLaren 600 LT, and I'm going to move forward and buy the 2015 Lamborghini Aventador. So here it is. Like and subscribe to my channel for more mindset stuff like this. Check out this video where I go over how I optimize my life.